I see your tweets like randomly on my timeline. Your tweets are like the ones that just like sort of pop up and in and out randomly. And like every now and then I'll see a tweet about like, oh dog, EST sucks ass. I cannot explain how much EST sucks. I hate it over here. It's nice, like, cause I wake up and I'm like, yeah, well now I get to do something, and it's like, it's dark as fuck and I can't see anything. And like if I want to watch any sort of sporting event, it's just god awful because everything happens at like either midnight or at like 6 in the morning. EST is nice if you don't sleep like me. Yeah, see that's the problem because I work basically a 9 to 5. So yeah. Hold up, I gotta think about this draft actually. At least people are fucking banning Armor Rouge in EU, cause this mon's busted. That thing's a fucking problem. Pretty reasonable. Wait, hold up, this is final prep, they could've swapped. I wanna see draft. Oh, I need to. Yeah, they definitely swapped something around. Okay. What are we looking at here? Why would you first pick Slowbro? That's crazy. I feel like that's a big risk. And I feel like Mamoswine in response is also crazy because if they just go like if they go range support like Hoopa plus like ADC like this, I don't think Mamo does anything because you can just play the Slowbro pretty far back. Like it doesn't need to be a super insane front line. I still hate this fucking Mon, by the way. I think it's so bad. Arma isn't a first pick? What? NA is not real, man. Oh, Regis, you're in here, so I can get your thoughts on this. Is NA cooked as a region? Like, is this region just, like, cooked? Because, like, I just, like, the shit I see is fucking, what the fuck? It's crazy. Anyways, I don't mind Umbreon. I think this is fine, to be honest. Like I said, I think Hoopa's better here. Or like any ranged Mon, like double ranged here, I think is just insta-winning. Like if you put Leafeon here, like Leafeon, I know people don't play Solar Blade anymore because they don't like it and it got nerfed. But like if you did Solar Blade here, I think it works. Dodrio here is also really good. Like anything that just double ranges this, because this thing is like Red side has no range here. It's so rough. And then you go Pika Talonflame. Why would you go Talonflame with what they've shown? Like you're trying to just kill this guy, but like I feel like he's relatively immobile. Even if he does go like Electro Drift, Pika hits a single Volt Tackle, it's over. I don't really like it too much. It's fine. I think there are like only two good teams, maybe 3 for NA. Really? That many? Cause like what? LG? Who else finished in the top 5? OJ? Was it OJ that made it to World? Man. No one runs Zard in the EU, huh? Yeah. LG, OJ, and maybe New Team and them. This is my take, and I've had it for a while, and you're not gonna like this, but I think LG isn't good. That's also like that's a bit of a hater take too, and I'm gonna be clear that is a hater take, but I think that the reason that team was good has nothing to do with being a good team, but instead having like 5 of the most mechanically gifted players. Yeah, true. It is basically a new team at this point. Like the team that won Worlds and the LG that it is now is insanely different. But even then, I think that the second Worlds run, I didn't pay too much attention to the first one, but the The second Worlds run was 100% a fluke, I think. Like, I think that it was a combination of, like, a really good matchup for them and, like, a really good bracket with players just hitting their peak at the right time, which is, like, nothing against them. But I just think that if you played that tournament, like, 40 times over, they probably win, like, maybe less than 5, which I think is also a crazy take, but LG was godlike. Yeah, I do hold Venat in high respect. I think that they are very smart in regards to how the game is looked at. I like Clef only when picked is a good reason, like hyper deathballing and follow me. The second take, that's fair. Like I said, I have a bit of a hater mentality for LG. I don't like how that team formatted themselves, because they could have been so much better, which is the worst part. Because, like, they had the players to do the most ridiculous things, I think, and I just think that they didn't take advantage of it in a way that made sense, and that, like, obviously I know nothing about internal team dynamics, so I can't. I think that Tally Nance and the JP team could have won Worlds, though. Yeah, that's fair. I think that if the JP team hits anything that's not LG, they win 100%. Because their matchup against LG, I think, was just the worst of all time. Because LG loved to play everything that they didn't and was really bad into them. Like, they just had an awful matchup. I gotta focus on this, though. Guard, before I get too distracted, I'm gonna fucking get through draft. Gyarados. Yeah. I mean, it's fine, I guess, because, like, if this is the lane, I think it's probably fine, but I don't like Gyarados because I feel like you insta-lose lane. I don't know, though, because Magikarp, there is funny behavior sometime with Gyarados. It's hard to tell. I guess it's fine, though. I like the Leafeon again. Like I said, I like double ranged right now. These guys are really short range so far, and I think that's the biggest issue. T-Tar is a weird pick here, I think. I don't like these last two. I think I'd rather play blue. Okay, before I forget, let's get this shit rolling. Fennel, Onyx, LG. I don't know what happened with Sadel, but I feel like if they make it to Worlds, they have a good chance. Because I remember them being relatively good last year. Because weren't they the ones that only pushed LG pretty far? Like, I think they were the only ones that took more than, like, they got like a game off them, didn't they? So Sadel is also, I think, sleeper. But I think it's also hard to tell how that team's gonna do when they haven't played at Worlds in a year, and it's just like, wait, this is 1080p? What the fuck? Am I tripping, or does this not look like 1080p? Hold up. I don't think it's coming out at 1080p. Because it looks exactly the same. One sec. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the pixels gone. I was like, let's see if I can refresh this. Yeah, there we go. That's better. I don't know what happened to my pixel. Oh, so it's just loading into the game. Depends if also the LG roster sticks. They fall apart. Without a good coach, that is a good point. I think my encoding is fucked here. I think it's on my end. My internet sucks out here. I have to use Cox, which is probably the worst internet company of all time. Also the worst internet company name of all time, too. Let's be real. I don't like... Oh, I can't get away. I can't get away from the Leafeon 1 camp clear into topside gank, man. Never even heard of that company. It's COX. It's not spelled like the chicken. It's an Eastern company. Like, there's no, like, the weirdest part about coming over here is there is no, like, Comcast at all. And I was like, oh, that's the only thing that I know from internet. But no, I have to use Cox, which is the worst name and the worst internet company I think I've ever worked with. Because, like, they're just, everything fucking breaks every single time. Like every 3 days. Yeah, I hate 4 ganks. I hate it so much. It's a little bit like league pilled, and I get that, but also I'm an efficiency maxer in this game. Like, I think that people are not playing to their win cons, and like, oh, that's also 9-minute Gyarados. Ooh, oh, double. Oh no, I didn't even think about. Oh god, this is okay. So I suppose the 4 gank works if your Gyarados gets a double kill and has Evo at 8 minutes or 9 minutes. Like, I can't really argue with that, but I still hate it. Yeah. Isn't playing to the win con meaning getting your team ahead of before them though? No. Cause like I think that as long as this game happens in like you don't need to get ahead to win the game. And so if you make a play that like is going to either put you ahead or behind and nothing else, because that's what a 4 gank is to me, right? Like, it's either going to put you super far ahead or you're going to be super far behind. But I think that if this game just plays out in a normal fashion, blue side should win the game every time. Because there is no way for red side to effectively gap close and kill both the Miraidon, the Gyarados, and the Leafeon. And that's where, like, I think the win con is just like, you play a normal game, and then you 4 gank, but suddenly it's, oh, well, if we fall behind, we lose the game because T-Tar gets ahead and he can just run over us. And then they don't need to gap close because they're ahead and they can just run at you. But yeah. I mean, obviously a little bit of results-based analysis here, but you can't argue with this because Gyarados gets a double kill and then... Which, a little bit of luck involved in this, but Gyarados gets a double kill and is now Evo at, 9 minutes. So, no complaints really. Like, it'd be a little goofy to be like, oh, I hate level 4 ganks. My Gyarados got Evo at 9:18. Like, okay, yeah, whatever. But, because, like, it definitely works here, and, like, the game is now really hard to play, but also, is Miraidon ass? Because I don't think I've seen a single good clip from this Mon. Like, this is like because I watched the 2 Fennel games earlier, it looked really bad. I'm watching this game and it doesn't look good early, so we'll see. Overextension though, so you're gonna get a kill. People have not been liking Miraidon. Use a little. It's usually Zacian, yeah. I like Zacian. I think Zacian looks good. At least I tested Zacian, yeah. Miraidon, no. I also don't know why people are playing XP Share Miraidon when, like, I feel like there's just way better targets, like XP Share Cram. Like, that seems really good. Okay, please don't break pad at 8 minutes, but yeah. I mean, as long as they just leave that pad up for like the next 4 minutes, they should be good, I think. Zacian is good, you just need to pilot it well. Yeah, but like, I think that even if you're playing, like, if I picked up Zacian and I've never played Zacian, I think that I could get a highlight. Like, it'd take some luck, but yeah, I could do it. Miraidon just, like, looks like if I picked it up, I'm never getting a highlight unless I'm, like, 800 games on this champion, like Champion Mastery 10. I think Miraidon is good, but you need to... Yeah. I mean, the only issue I have with Miraidon is it feels like there's no safe way to do damage. Because you either take Electro Drift and your strategy is to basically play like a speedster, which might actually just... Maybe that's the strat. Maybe you play Miraidon jungle and you play it like a speedster. Because that's the only way I can see it working. Because, like, you can't... Like, if you're using the other one, I feel like you're really vulnerable to any sort of dive. So maybe the strat is just, like... I think Zacian is mechanically tough. Yeah, like, I agree that Zacian is a very hard mon to pilot, but yeah, like the EV for it seems really worthwhile. Miraidon seems like a mon where like if you learn to pilot it, you're getting average performance. Like it's not like you should learn every mon, but the amount of time that you dictate to it probably isn't worth it. I think like Cram, like I said, is just better. I think. Yeah. I mean, Miraidon players don't know how to use its ult. They don't know how to use its Electro Drift. Like watching the SA, I don't know who it was, the ADC, but just watching them Electro Drift and then immediately stasis and die was insanely tilting. I actually do like that Slowbro's not going Amnesia here. I think it's actually good. No. There's no way they're breaking pad at 7:15. Oh. Okay, well, this game was over. Now it's not over because they decided to give the enemy team like plus 300 XP for free. So, yeah. Well, it's even more than that. It's probably like plus 800 or something. It's probably basically a neutral. See, like, look at that. That's goofy damage, and then you just can't convert. Like, it takes really... Maybe Miraidon's like Ziggs. Maybe that's how I have to start thinking of it. Like, you just need some hard CC to actually, like, let it make some space and, like, take some advantage of what it's doing. Because if you just kind of run away from it, it doesn't do anything. Which sounds stupid. When they are solo, can't they just push them to tier 2? Yeah, but Regis. No one pushes tier 2. Yeah. Like, that's the issue. I don't know. Because, like, even then, breaking it, like, 5... Well, okay, here's the thing. Why do you need to push tier 2? Because, like, if you just... This is a discussion I have all the time. Which is, like, you have pad here. Spawns are here, 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 right? Versus spawns being there, and then no spawns here. You know, like... Even then, it's just better because it's a lot safer to farm, I think. And, like, if they want to farm, they have to push up way up here versus just being able to sit back here. I don't know. It's... Breaking pad before, like, I think 5 minutes is cringe. Breaking bot pad before, like, 4 minutes is cringe. Because Indeedys give out a fuckload of XP for some reason. Like, it makes no sense. Wait. Okay. I mean, this looks like a little bit of a hands diff, but... Oh, wait, maybe? Imagine being T-Tar and wanting to farm, but there's a water snake in your face. Imagine being T-Tar and watching your team int top lane to a level 4 gank. Cause like, oh, okay. Here's what I'm gonna ask you, Regis. If you play League, right? Aren't level 4 ganks just like Jarvan cheese, basically? Like, isn't that the same thing? Or am I wrong about that? Anyways, yeah, Clef has gravity. Have fun. Only it. Okay. Okay. Also, isn't gravity like the best? What the fuck is the other? Have I ever seen anyone take the other fucking Clef option? Hold up, I don't even, what the fuck? Why is, I'm having a fucking, my mind palace. What is it? Follow me? Oh. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's, yeah, follow me is probably better. Why couldn't I remember what it was? Yes. Fennel macro is literally, we're gonna break your pads and then we're gonna invade your jungle. But the thing that I think people don't realize is you don't need to break pad to invade jungle. Because what Fennel does is they break your pad and then they're going to deny you XP, right? By farming your jungle. However, what you can also do is you can just deny them XP by not giving them Indeedis and then farming their jungle anyways. Because unlike League, where like if you go too deep, they can retreat to like a turret and the turret will kill you. Nothing in Unite will kill you except another Mon. That's it. And so that's why it's like crazy good, I think, to just not break pads ever. Because like score doesn't matter, so like as long as you're ahead in XP, you're chilling. Let's see. I mean, I feel like blue side is still just hard winning here, because there's no way you're ever doing anything as red. I mean, I'm enjoying this because what the fuck? Like, that's rough. Okay, well, game is over. Gravity also works on bounce and Leafeon if it ever releases into the gravity. I mean, yeah. I don't like gravity if you're not on land. I think that's my biggest issue. Because otherwise, you're basically trying to ping react somebody, which is fucking impossible. Because the netcode in this game is not good. It's not bad, but it's not good. Oh, wait, the Mamoswine's gonna secure it. He's just gonna keep fucking hitting Registeel. Yeah, this game is... What an interesting game where the level 4 gank wins you the game. Netcode is passable.